but just look at it now. Like, there's so many goodies. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly, also known as RowRow and Kades, and this podcast is all about everything I've been knitting and designing over the last 2 weeks, and this is episode 66. I am using a new camera today, so please bear with me if things are different. My actual camera, the batteries have died and the charger has broken, which was excellent to find out this morning. And so I'm actually using my partner's GoPro, which he has on his motorbike helmet. Yeah, and it's all very new. I did have a screen on, but it's just gone off and I can't see myself anymore. Yeah, it's all very new. I've just accidentally stopped myself recording. I normally get to see myself the whole time I'm recording, and this, apparently the screen just times out and goes off. I don't know how to work it, so please bear with me if I'm showing you things that are like way off screen. I really apologise because I'm obviously not going to be able to see myself. Anyway, this week I haven't done a whole lot of knitting. Like I've done some, but my Etsy shop had a restock and I had some new seed bead stitch markers going, and it went absolutely crackers, much more than I expected it to. And as a result, I have spent the last 2 weeks making stitch markers and not doing a lot of knitting. I've been knitting maybe an hour each night, and that's it. So the first thing I've been working on, I'm sorry if you hear scurrying about, but my cat he has major zoomies this morning. He's been like it for at least an hour. I don't know what's going on with him. He was also in the bin eating Cocoa Pops that had been spilt on the floor. So as you know from last week, I've been working on my Arrowroot socks, which is an old pattern of mine. And I was using the gift ball from Rosie's Moments. So I'm getting lots of gifts, and the closer you get to the end of the ball, the more is dropping out, and it's brilliant. I have a separate little video just to show you all the gifts I'm getting. Probably just be a little short video. But this is the sock so far. So I've got one finished. I've no idea how much of that you can actually see. One finished and one is on the needles. I'm currently at the gusset, the frog section. I did knit all the way down to here on this one. I was so close to the toe. I was maybe like 2 inches from the toe or something. And then I thought, do you know what? I haven't tried it on. So when I decided to do these, I said in the last episode, I decided to do the Arrowroot socks because when I originally designed them, I knitted them in alpaca. I don't know why. I didn't really know much about sock yarn and things at the time. And I knitted them in alpaca, a nice cozy pair of socks. They got washed once and shrunk to the size of baby socks. And so as a result, I don't actually have a pair of Arrowroot socks of my own. So I decided that I was gonna knit Arrowroot, and then when I opened up the pattern, it said they were knitted on a 2.5mm needle, which I cannot remember what that is in the US. 1.5, I think. Yeah, I think it's a 1.5. That is not my usual go-to for a sock. I usually knit my socks on a 2.25mm, which is a US 1. So I wondered if maybe it was just like inexperience that had made me knit them on 2.5. So I knitted all the way down to 2 inches before the toe on a 2.25 without trying them on, because I kind of forgot and got sucked into the ball giving me gifts and not into the actual like, you're redesigning this sock, aren't you? So then I tried it on and I couldn't get it on. And I did manage to get it on. It was very, very tight. And the pattern was so overly stretched, it looked horrendous. So I pulled it all out and cast on with my 2.5mm needles, my US 1.5, 1.5. Does it say on here? No, it doesn't say anything. Yeah, and finished. So they've took me a bit longer. Oh, I'm very warm today. It took me a bit longer than I expected them to take. I thought I would have been well done by now. But this one is well on its way. The ball itself, I will show you. It's dropped a couple of extra things. It dropped something last night. But just look at it now. Like, there's so many goodies. That button's about to drop as well. And that looks like washi tape. I don't know what this is. There's something there. That's a stitch fixer popping out. There's a needle. Like, I cannot believe this is cheaper than a normal skein of yarn, and it's just full of all these things. It's absolutely fantastic. So please, they're on the Rosies Moments website. If you want one of these, honestly, I highly recommend. Like, they're so much fun. I do get frustrated when it hasn't given me a present for a while. I'm like, where's my present? Where's my present? I think when I knit with something else now, I'm going to be really disappointed. Like, why aren't you dropping presents for me? It also dropped me this the other day. I hope that focuses. I have no idea if it does or not. But yeah, it's dropped me lots and lots of things. And like I say, there will be a separate video for it. So these are my old Arrowroot pattern. Like I've said, they are on 2.5mm needles. These are my absolute favourite needles, and you can call me whatever you want. But honestly, this is my Prim ergonomic carbon, whatever they're called. Plastic. They're a bit bent because I'm a rough old boot. But they're plastic and I just love them. But I can't find them in any lower size. I could get bigger size ones, but I just really like them for sock knitting. But then I don't do a lot of 2.5mm sock knitting, so I don't get to use them very often. But honestly, they're just so smooth and just so lovely to use. I absolutely love them. So if anyone from Prim is watching, can you do them in a 2.25 please? Because I would buy the lot. I just love them. They are my absolute favourite needles. And I know everyone's like, metal or wood, but I'm like, nah, plastic. Honestly, I love them. I just love them. So that is those. That's where I'm at. I'll have them finished next time you see me. I thought I'd stop recording. They're living in my lovely little chicken bag or peacock bag. It's peacocks in it. From the Woolly Tangle. Cute. Right, that's them. I've got no finished objects, unless, I can't remember if I showed you my Cumulus socks finished last week. I think I must have, because they're here. They're literally, obviously, they literally came out. I think I did show you, didn't I? The pattern was released last Friday. Oh my God. I'm just going to give my kitten something to eat because he's trying to get back in the bin. He's eaten, but bear with me. Right, he's eating that and purring away, so he's being fed. I think he's a growing boy. He's a big lad. Yes, I did show these because I remember I've got a picture like this of me holding them up. The pattern was released last Friday. They are the Cumulus socks, which is a very pretty lace pattern, and yeah, I knitted them in Cookston Crafts Hygge colourway. So yeah, that pattern is out now. There was a discount code, but I think that's probably run out now. There was a discount code if you signed up to my mailing list, Patrons, different tiers get different percentage off, but that's constantly. So if you are a Patreon, the lowest tier, a pom-pom tier, will always get 20% off all of my patterns. There's no time limit on that. It's constant. So whenever they go shopping for one of my patterns, they have a code and they'll always get 20% off. The middle tier always gets 30% off, and the top tier always gets 50% off. The top tier also get a free pattern once a month. And also, while I'm telling you about that, the top tier has now been reduced in price, just because I felt too much pressure to provide for the amount that I was asking, and so I've reduced the price. So each tier goes up by a minimal amount. Yeah. So just so you know, just head over to Patreon. The link is below, and you can check out what you get for each tier. But you always get a discount on a pattern if you're a patron. Right, the next thing. So my exploration station is coming along okay. That's not, I thought it was in the middle of the row then. It's coming along okay. I have finished the slip stitch section, this bit, and now I'm on this like stocking stitch section. I know it doesn't look like stocking stitch, but it is basically what you do. You like slide the rows back and forth and knit, and then you turn around and you slide and you knit and slide it back and knit again, so you get like this kind of ridge. I've got a few more of them to do. They're kind of boring to work on this bit, but I'm going to get to it. And then I think I've literally got the lace pattern in this, which I think is like a feather and fan in the dark purple, and it's done. So it's not as big as it's not as deep as I expected it to be. But yeah, it's getting there. I did talk last episode about the Knit Pro Mindful. I've got that in my head now, I think, because I just kept forgetting the name, didn't I? I said how they kept coming undone and how I'd tightened them a few times, and a few people mentioned that they had the same problem. I know Sam said she had the same problem, and then the discussion ended up going into my Discord, and there was a few people talking about it in Discord, and they basically said that it's the doofer, the thing that tightens up your needle. The Knit Pro one apparently is not very good. I did tighten these up with my Chiagu doofer, and they haven't come undone since. So apparently it's the Knit Pro doofer that's the issue. Who knew? Yeah, and now I haven't had a problem since tightening them with my Chiagu doofer, so that's weird. But there you go, you learn something, don't you? You learn something every day. It's got a big lump of fluff. So yeah, I am nearly done with that, and I've got a lot of yarn left, to be fair. I could probably knit another one. But yeah, we will see. It's covered in hair and all sorts. I don't know what's happened. We'll see. It just doesn't feel very deep. I don't know. I always expect a Stephen West shawl to be absolutely humongous in size, but every time they're not as big as I expect them to be, even though some of them are pretty massive. I don't know. I think it's because I did a Find Your Fade, and my bated breath is pretty much the same sort of size as a Find Your Fade as well, and they're huge. So I think that's why I'm always like, oh, it's not very big, that, is it? I don't know. If you can hear stomping around, it is my child upstairs. It is the school holidays. So I'm using numerous different colours for that, but I've showed you all before, and it's mostly Cookston Crafts. 3 Cookston Crafts. The pinks are all Cookston Crafts, and then the green is Pigment and Ply. I'll show you them all again at the end when I've finished it. I want to say I might have that finished the next time you see me. I'll be knitting on it tonight because it is my Friday night knit. And then there'll be another Friday before I actually record again. So maybe, but I'm not 100%. If I can get a couple of hours on it separately, then I will do that. So the only other thing I've been working on, because like literally I've hardly worked on anything. If you watched my episode last week, I did Ravelry Russian roulette. So basically I had to choose a type of pattern that I wanted to make. So I went small and chose a cup cozy, like ease myself in. Chose to do a cup cozy, and then I randomly selected one on Ravelry using the random number generator. Say hello on your way past.
Hello.
It's a bit close.
Sorry.
Right, he's gone out to play. Right, so yes, I used a random number generator to select the cup cozy that I was going to make, and it came up with Ashley the Phoenix cup cozy by Charlyn Smith of Critterific Crochet, I think it was. I've been chatting to Ashlyn since, and she's really lovely. She watched the video and she commented on the video and everything, and yeah, it was really nice. So that's cool because I've met a new person, and I've definitely got a new favourite amigurumi crochet designer because her designs are so realistic. Now, previously, not so much, and she did say she was really worried because Ashley the Phoenix was an old design, and she was worried how the pattern was, but the pattern was so well written. Really had fun doing it, really enjoyed it, and I'm definitely going to do more because you all seem to enjoy it as well. Everybody who watched it all seemed to really enjoy it, so I'm definitely going to do more of them. I only realised after I'd edited and everything, and I was putting the video on, why it's called Ashley the Phoenix, because the Phoenix obviously burns and turns to ash, and then the new Phoenix is born from the ash, and honestly, my brain. So yeah, Ashley the Phoenix. So if you haven't watched that video and you really don't want to see what Ashley looks like, you'll have to look away because I'm going to show her, but here she is in all her glory. So it is crochet. I was very nervous doing crochet, but the pattern kind of helps you out of how to read the rows of pattern. It's really good, and there's lots of step-by-step pictures and everything, so it was very helpful. So she has a little crown of plumes of feathers, and she's got plumes on her chest. The wings were a bit dodgy, I didn't do the wings too great, but you know. She also comes round in a button. There is options for sleeve, and I think Charlyn said that there's 2 different sleeves and one's a different pattern, I think she said. I can't quite remember now, but the comment is pinned at the top of the that video, so if you want to see Charlyn's comment about it all, it's pinned at the top of the video. But yeah, so Ashley the Phoenix cup cozy. My son wants to wear her as a bracelet, apparently. He said, oh, this is cool, can I have it? Is it a bracelet? So I was like, if you want, you can have her as a bracelet. So I said, well, once I've showed today, you can have her. Even though I needed the cup cozy, but I think my son stole her. But yeah, I had lots of fun. She was made in Drops Lima Rust Mix colour, and this is King Cole. That's right here, hang on, I can't remember. King Cole Majestic DK. That was what the plumes and the wingtips and the beak was made out of. Yeah, love it. So that's it, that's all I've made. Haven't made anything else. I've been very, very busy making 10,000 cats, the cat stitch markers, which I will pop a picture up of because I haven't got one to hand. Literally, they're sold. Actually, I do have one to hand because I had one that didn't quite work out. So he's now mine. He's got a bit of a tatty head. But yes, these little guys, wow, you loved them. They sold like crazy cakes. All the colours, like there was no colour left behind. They just really sold well. And puffins, which I keep calling pelicans. Puffins. I've got a puffin here because he's about to go out to his new owner. You all love the puffins too. So I have made about 15 puffins and I've lost count of the cats. I must have made 25 to 30 cats, I think. Yeah, absolutely crazy. So thank you so much if you did order. They're still available if you want to order. Just please don't overwhelm me because I can't get any knitting done. I've been sat at this desk. I actually have a new chair because my old chair was pretty much just like to sit and do podcasting and do the odd bit and bob, and it wasn't massively comfortable. And with all the seed beading I've been doing, my legs and everything, my back was starting to really hurt sitting in that chair, so we sold it and I've ended up getting a blooming gamer chair because it's got like back support and all this stuff so that I can seed bead more. Here's my dog now. What do you want now? So yeah, thank you so much for your orders though. I am not complaining. It's just she's gonna knock this over. I didn't expect any of that. I didn't expect it to go as mad as it did. So acquisitions, I haven't bought anything this week as far as I'm aware. I have, however, had a lovely delivery from Yarnsmiths because their Pebble Haze prints is a DK weight yarn. The Pebble Haze is a DK weight yarn and I absolutely love it. I've spoke about it before. I knitted Ange, I knitted her grandson that hoodie in it. That was in Pebble Haze prints DK, and they've now brought out an Aran weight and they very, very kindly sent me a prints and a solid in the Aran weight. So this is the solid I got. Is that the name? Low Light? That's possibly the name of it. I'm not 100%. It's this beautiful, vibrant purple. And what I love about the Pebble Haze is that even the solids, they have this like white haze in them. And they're just so beautiful. So that one, it's shade 2L180, just in case Low Light is not the correct name. But these are 50 gram balls with 100 meters in. It's 61% cotton and 39% acrylic. It's just incredibly soft and beautiful. It's got that beautiful like fuzz on it, and I really do like this yarn so much. And then they sent me the Pebble Haze Prince Aran. Oh, I don't know what this colourway is called, but look at it. It is right up my street. It's all the colours I love. This is 200 gram cake and it's 400 meters or 438 yards, 61% cotton, 39% acrylic. This shade is 2M for Mike 050, and yeah, it's just knits to most Aran patterns, it says. So I have looked online. I'm going to do a proper review of it. I've looked online for something to knit with the Aran, and I've found a lovely cowl that's like a wide cowl. I will start on it soon and then you'll get to see. But I'm going to knit this cowl for this. So I've got a nice cosy, lovely cowl for the winter coming up. yeah, I'm just in love with that colour. I will pop the name of the colourway on the screen because it's not on the label and I forgot to look it up before I come on because I'm rubbish. But and I will also put on the screen how many colours there is because there's a fair amount. But I will be doing a review on that very, very soon. Yeah, so I am excited to use those. They were sent to me yesterday and it was released yesterday, which was Thursday the 1st of August. Today is the 2nd. And this video goes out on the 4th, so it is well and truly out, and I think it's got a special offer on its release. I think it's reduced price for a limited amount of time. So get yourself over to Wool Warehouse and check that out and have a look. And that is pretty much it. That's all I've got knit-wise. So, life stuff. Not that much going on really. Terry did have his theory test for his bike on Wednesday. So regular viewers will know that he went for his theory test for his bike, which is the written test to prove that you know what's going on in the road, what road signs means, blah blah blah. And once he got there, in the stress of us getting there, he'd forgotten to bring his license and they wouldn't let him into the test. So this time we went to a different place where you could actually park outside, so it was a lot less stressful for me. I sat in the car and knitted. It was blissful. Well, it wasn't, it was very, very hot. I felt like I was in a greenhouse knitting, but I was just knitting on my socks and listening to my audiobook and it was lovely. However, he got 49 out of 50 on the questions, which is a pass. He got one question wrong, which they don't tell you what the question was, but he got one question wrong and passed that section. But the other section is hazard perception, which is basically, it used to show you actual video footage of the road and you were like the driver in a car, so it was that sort of perception. And then you'd be driving along the road and then you would have to click every time you've seen some sort of hazard, like someone stepped out in the road or a car overtaking and coming into your lane or things like that. You have to click the mouse, because it's on a computer, to say there's a hazard. Now he told me that it's like a 3D cartoon type thing. It's not reality, which seems bizarre. But it's a 3D like cartoon type thing. It's just people walking about and stuff. But he believed, because of the tests that he's been doing online, like the mock exams, that the people who run these tests, this is like the official place where you can practice. He's been going there and he's been practicing. The way that they show it, he felt that you had to get 5 points, you had to click 5 times in the hazard and you had to click and hit these certain points for each point. It's hard to explain. It basically, when it shows you the video again, it shows you a box with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in it, and he felt like he had to hit each one, but he didn't. I told him that when I did my test, I literally had to click once when I saw a hazard. You don't keep on clicking, because then you can fail for over clicking, and he'd failed for over clicking. So he'd basically been clicking 5 times on each one. Every time he seen a hazard, he would click it 5 times, thinking that that's what you had to do. So now he knows. He knows now that you just need to click as soon as you see the hazard, and that's how you get your 5 points. If you click the minute you see the hazard, it's 5 points, and then the slower you are, the least points you get. But wherever you click when you see the hazard, if you might get a 3 or you might get a 1, but you as soon as you see the hazard, you click, and that's it. You don't click again. So now he knows, and he luckily got a cancellation, so we're going back again in just like, it's the 10th of August, I think it is, so it's not too long. And not really much else has happened. The kids are off school now. Yeah, I've got serious mum guilt because I've only been able to record videos and make stitch markers and not actually do anything with my kids. My eldest has pretty much moved in with Terry's mum. He's just gone. I don't know when he's coming back. He fights a lot with his little brother, so if he can get over there, he will get over there and he'll stay put. So he's over there, and Rowan's just gone out to play on his bike. It is nice and sunny. It's very, very warm. Oh, that's Rowan coming back in, I think. It's very warm. We're getting like a steady 23 degrees. I'll put that in Fahrenheit on the screen, which I'm happy with. That's good for me. That's good. Yeah, we're getting rain on and off, but not like it was. Yeah, it's like, it's finally it's like settled, and we've got a summer. I think it's only, I don't think it's going to last long, but we've got one. They have allowed it, whoever they are. So that's it. So nothing much else to tell you, I'm afraid. There's nothing really going on. I'm sitting here. Just here. I mean, there's seed beads there waiting because I've got all my beads out and I can't put them away because it just takes up more time to get them all back out again. So I just shove them over to that corner because I need to make not a pelican. I keep calling them pelicans. I need to make a puffin and a cat. 4 cats. I need to make a puffin and 4 cats today. So yeah, and then I've still got more to make, but they're the ones that need to be done today to get in the post today. Yeah, that's all I've been doing. So I'd like to give a huge welcome, a huge, very warm welcome, I should say, to our newest patron, Emily, who is a pom-pom. It's very nice to have her in the patron gang. Love it. And I hope you can enjoy Discord and everything else. I've seen that you joined the other day, so hopefully you can get used to Discord and have a look around and enjoy that. And yeah, thank you very much for joining us. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks. I'm not going to do a Ravelry Russian roulette next week because otherwise my knitting is going to just be roulette stuff and I can't cope with that. But I will try and do them monthly. So there'll be a different video next week, and I am going to start doing a lot more tutorials because that was something I noticed that with me doing the Ravelry Russian roulette, there was a couple of people have said to me that it taught them more about Ravelry and how to search on there, and that's just, it's like, it's one of them things, you know, when you just know how to do, so you just think everybody else does. I didn't realise that like it was like something that people didn't know how to really like manipulate and stuff, so that was interesting to me. So I'm definitely going to be doing some more tutorials on things. I think I'm going to do like a series of different things, like a cast off series and a cast on series and a decrease series and things like that. So there's different to show you different decreases and different increases and different cast ons, different cast offs, that kind of thing. I know I'm waffling, so I'm gonna go. But that's, yeah, so I don't know what the video is going to be next week. It's not going to be a Ravelry Russian roulette just yet. I need to calm down first. But it will be again. It will be soon because I know most of you really enjoyed that. So yeah, I'll be back. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a lovely rest of your day. Enjoy whatever you're working on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.